Hey, Shalom, Malcolm, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Hakodash. I would like to give double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone that taught us His truth, and that's still teaching His truth. And much peace, love, and salutation to the elect, beginning with the 144,000, all the way down to the large multitude that believes and who the Lord will deliver in these last days. To you all, I say Shalom. I'm the brother Tazamah from the Great Millstone Dallas camp, coming back today with another lesson, and I pray this lesson will be edifying to the elect. And going in on this article that you see here on the screen, this is from express.cu.uk. It says, it says Liz Kendall says young people will be pushed to join the army to cut youth unemployment. Let's read that again. Liz Kendall says young people will be pushed to join the army to cut youth unemployment. All right, now this is in I want to say this is in the UK. All right, but whenever you see news that comes out about a military draft, or you have this you actually have this happening in the Ukraine right now, where they're actually dragging young individuals off the streets and throwing them in the back of vans, they're being placed in the military. There's going to be another military draft. All right, and you got to ask yourself, if you're thinking, why is there such a big push on young individuals to join the military? Because ultimately, World War III is inevitable. All right, World War III is inevitable according to the scriptures. All right, that's going to be the war to end all wars. Okay, that's going to be the war that Yahweh Bashem Al-Shai has set up to cause this beast system to be destroyed and to usher in the kingdom of heaven. All right, and it's not just going to be here in America. All right, it's going to be in these different EU nations, as well as these different NATO nations. Okay, now just to pull that, let's get Isaiah the 3rd chapter real quick, because it mentions the I'm sorry, not Isaiah the 3rd chapter. We'll get that later. But let's get bridegrooms. I think it's in Isaiah, 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. Yep, it's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16. I'm gonna start at verse 33. It says, "The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. It says, the woman shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers." You see, because you're going to have a lot of men that are going to be drafted into this military draft to go fight over there in the Middle East in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, or the Valley of Yahweh Shaphat. And when they go over there to the Middle East and they get shipped over there, that's going to be their burial ground. Okay, you're not going to get shipped over there to the Middle East, all right, in this next war, and come back home with a purple star or a golden medal, a medal of honor. That's not going to happen. Okay, when you over there in the Middle East, that's going to be your burial ground, man. As a matter of fact, let me get the book of Joel. I believe it's in Joel 2. Bear with me, Baba Kasha. I think it's Joel, the 2nd chapter. Yep, this is Joel chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 19. It says, "Yea, it says, Yahweh will answer and say unto his people, Behold, I will send you corn and wine and oil, and ye shall be satisfied therewith. It says, and I will no more make you a reproach among the heathen." You see, because right now, Yahweh Bashem Al-Shai, which Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, Jehovah, Yahweh. All right, his name is Yahweh. Ba Hashem, Ba meaning in, Ha the, Shem meaning name of Yahweh Shai, which is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ or Yeshua. Okay, we're no longer going to be made a reproach among the heathen. All right, all these different curses that have been placed upon us are going to be placed upon our enemies. Okay, and in the lands where we were put to shame, Yahweh Bashem Al Shai is going to give us fame. Okay, Right now, it's being made evident that the so-called Negro, all the way down to the so-called Mexican, we are the true biblical Israelites, man. You see, and we're in the reproach that we had amongst the heathen, being called niggas, Indians, spics, you know, a proverb and a byword among the heathen. Now, beginning with the elect, that's being turned away, as Yahweh Bashim Shah said would happen in the last days. Okay, verse 20. It says, "But I will remove far off from you the northern army," which that northern army is talking about the military of America, right? It says, "and will drive him into a land barren and desolate." Okay, and that land barren and desolate is talking about the Levant region, all right, over there in the Middle East, Iraq, Iran, you know, mainly Iraq, Syria, Israel, that region of the earth. It says, with his face toward the East Sea, all right, which the face toward the East Sea is talking about the Euphrates River, all right. I'm sorry, not the Euphrates River. Was I want to look at a map. I want to say this. I believe it is talking about the Euphrates River though. And its hinder part toward the utmost sea. In the utmost sea, all right, it's talking about the Red Sea, which is going to be behind them. And this is talking about the whole Levant region over there in the area of the Persian Gulf, right? It says, "And his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he hath done great things." Because that military that's going to be over there in that region is going to be completely obliterated. That's going to be the first job, all right, of the global elite. Whenever they go into their military bunkers and, you know, they survive the nuclear destruction, their first job, all right, is going to be to bury, or rather say to flag and point out where those dead bodies are and to bury them. But it's going to be in that region of the world, because America is going to be completely destroyed by ICBM thermonuclear missiles. And that region of the Middle East, specifically Israel, is going to be hit with missiles. You see? But that region of the earth is not going to be destroyed forever. It's going to be built back up. Okay? And that's going to be the first job of the global elite. They're going to pave our streets with gold. You know, they're going to build up. All right? They're going to build up our city. Okay? Now, going here, all right, going here, it says the government will push young people to join the army as part of its bid to slash the benefits bill. Okay? It says, Work and Pension Security Liz Kendall made an announcement as she confirmed long-awaited cuts in the House of Commons. She is to meet colleagues in the Ministry of Defense to discuss the plan, she said. The aim is to get some of the 642,000 people aged 16 to 24 who are currently unemployed into the armed forces. So if you don't got a job, which unemployment is extremely high at this time, you see, it's harder and harder to get a job, right? And you got a lot of these young individuals, these YNs, which is an acronym for young niggas, you know, these young Jakes, you know, that are out here running amok. Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai got them set up to whereas they're going to receive a letter in the mail letting them know they got to, we want you. The Uncle Sam finger, we want you. And they're going to be drafted. Right? So it says the aim is to get some of the 642,000 people aged 16 to 24 who are currently unemployed into the armed forces, following concern that youth unemployment is soaring. Excuse me. It says the number is up by 136,000 in just 1 year. So that number is steadily rising, right? Miss Kendall made the statement as she responded to a question from conservative MP Mark Pritchard. He said, one way of perhaps attracting some people back into work is for her to have discussions with the defense secretary. Would she agree with me that getting more young people into His Majesty's Armed Forces, Air Force, Navy, Army would be a starting place? You see, because you got a lot of people who are not enlisting. You know, the military, they're understanding that the military is a bunch of bullshit. and you got a lot of people who aren't enlisting into the military now. You see, so the numbers are extremely low. But with the numbers being extremely low, right? That's going to cause people. It's going to cause it to whereas a force is going to be made, all right, to be drafted. All right, Salaki, bear with me 1 second. You got a lot of it's an accident out here on the highway and shit. All right, so continuing on, it says, I will certainly be having more discussions with colleagues in the Ministry of Defense to make sure we put this plan into action. All right, so this is going to be something that's going to happen, like I said, amongst these NATO nations, these EU nations here in America. Okay, there's going to be a military draft in America as well too. And I had Isaiah 3, or I'd rather say I quoted it. And we'll get it. All right, this is Isaiah 3 and 25. All right, it says, damn, you know what? Did I finish what I read? Yeah, I didn't finish this up yet. 2nd Ezra 16, and 34. It says, in the wars, you see, in the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed. Right? And the bridegrooms is talking about the men. You see? All these males that get drafted, because you're going to have females that's going to get drafted too. Don't get it twisted. You're going to have women that's going to get drafted into the military as well as males, but it's going to be predominantly men. Right? It says, in the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed. Right? It says, and their husbands shall perish of famine. You see, because it's going to be a very, very dark and heavy time. You see? At this time. You're going to have a lot of men that's going to be leaving their families, you know, to getting drafted. You know, they could have had a freshly newborn baby or whatever the case may be, a house, you know, and all of a sudden they're going to get that mail. They're going to get that letter. We want you. We need you. And that's going to be it. Your ass going to have to go, or you're going to get locked up, you know. So you're going to have a lot of individuals who are going to be forced into the military. Okay? And like I said, this echoes Isaiah the 3rd chapter. All right, this is Isaiah 3 and 25. It says, thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in the war, in the battle. And this war is talking about World War III, which we're already in World War III. World War III has already happened. Okay? When I say happened, I'm not saying that it's finished. World War III it's already in the midst, meaning that we're already in the midst of World War III. It's already taken place. You see? But the culmination of World War III has not fully commenced because ICBM thermonuclear missiles hasn't been shot off yet, and most importantly, the RFID microchip has not been pushed, which is the mark of the beast, which that's going to be a worldwide thing. You see, before missiles start flying, or before things start getting burnt up, all right, the RFID microchip is going to be pushed on a global scale. You see, and you got Israelite camps that don't teach that. You see, which that's going to be to their that's going to be having blood on their hands because they're not teaching the 100% truth. All right. So going back here, it says it comes after Miss Kendall announced people under the age of 22 will no longer be eligible for some benefits, and those benefits probably like unemployment. You know, if you under 22 and you unemployed, then shit, they're gonna make it to whereas, okay, well, I'm gonna go to the military so I can get that charger. I'm gonna get that apartment. I'm gonna get that PS5 or that Xbox One, whatever that shit is. You know, whatever these game systems are. You know, but it's gonna be to their destruction. It says she told MPs. It says because being out of work or training when you're young, all right, is so damaging for future prospects. We will go further. In addition to funding our youth guarantee through the 240 million, I want to say it's pounds, Great Britain working plan, we will consult on delaying access to the health top up in universal credit until someone is age 22, with the savings reinvested into work support and training opportunities. So they're cutting benefits. So it says, so every young person is earning or learning and on the pathway to success. You see? So pretty much, in order for you to receive these benefits, and if you don't join the military, then you're going to be through. You see? So that's going to cause a lot of young youth, you know, to join the military, man. Because they feel like they need to have a piece of the pie. You see? And there, like I said, there is going to be another world's war. Okay, there's going to be another draft, I'd rather say, because we are in World War III. And you have lots of individuals who are not re-enlisting. You got these you know, you drive down the street, you see these army recruiting stations and things of that nature. You know, you got a lot of people that's not really messing with it like that. You know, they're not really messing with enlisting or things like that because they know it's a bunch of BS. But once again, if you enlist, like we read earlier, you know, you gonna go over there to the Middle East. That's gonna be your burial ground. You know. So I just wanted to report on this. You know, Lord's Will, I'll put the link in the description box so you can read it. You know, you can read the whole thing yourself. But I pray this lesson was edifying to the elect. Of course, add to the lesson if there's other precepts, add them to the comment board. You know, once again, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem HaKakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders, great millstone that taught us the truth, and that's what teaching us truth. And much peace, love, and salutation to the elect. Until next time, Lord willing, I say shalom.